trying to start figuring out what I can do here as far as making a bracket to have that go on and off there. Bucket's a little bent, of course, but not everything can be perfect. We will make it work, that is for sure. Well, I'm not great at welding, but I'm even worse at editing, so you're gonna have to, I'm not gonna be able to lie about how good of a job I did. Welded both sides of that. I need to get going home, so I'm just gonna leave this cool down right here and take over in the morning. I've got this welded up now. I welded it and then put 2 more passes on it on the outside and then just 1 pass down the inside. My plan is to, once I get it all mounted and make sure it works good, then I will take a hard face rod and lay a bead or 2 here, maybe 1 here, but I'm just gonna wait, make sure I can get everything to fit and all that before I spend a bunch of time hard facing it. So this is gonna be the inside. Then I just made 2 of these, and these will go get welded basically right in there, just to prevent it from opening up. Now all the stress is on that weld there, so if I put those in, that will help hold that shape a little bit better. So I'm going to clean up a little bit where I'm going to weld those and get them tacked in, make sure it fits. This is where we're going to leave it for today. Got this guy welded up, and then got the little spacers welded in there, so that'll hopefully hold it from opening up. So this is where I'm going to leave it, and then yeah, I just gotta put most likely angle iron, or I saw some guys do chain, just to hold it up into the bucket teeth so it doesn't fall off. But that's going to be a project for another day. I was taking a look at this, and the angle that this is going to be at when digging, it would kind of dig with this back corner unless I really had the bucket rolled forward. So we've got some angle here, and if I weld this on like that, then this will actually be the cutting edge and the material will peel forward into the bucket rather than pushing on that back heel of the cutting edge. So if I cut this to the right length and weld it on here, I can lay a bead right on the top here, which will be right on the edge of the bead holding it together, and then weld on the back side. It will help keep the strength of this so it doesn't try to peel open on me. It'll kind of help reinforce this joint, and then this will be the wear point, and I can lay some hard facing right on there. That will be my cutting edge. Got it tacked on there. I think that's the angle I want. That's the angle I'm gonna get. So I'm gonna burn that on there. Well, this is going to pretty much be the finished product here. I decided to go with chains that hook around and go under the back side or underneath the bucket and then come up and around, and they will hook on the lifting eye on the back. That way it'll hold the back edge down, because the front edge is going to be trying to push down. So if I hold the back edge down, that'll keep the front edge up. And then I ran a bead along the edge and all along the cutting edge, and then the two side edges of weld, just to try to slow down the wear a little bit. This bucket isn't going to get a lot of use, or a lot of heavy digging use. So that should last for what I need it for. If it starts to wear, I can build it up a little bit or put another strip of flat steel on if it does start to wear, but I really don't think I'm gonna have an issue with it wearing out. So I've done a few things on the back side. We've got a little chain binder, and I think that's gonna be how I snug it up nice and tight, but that'll take some messing around once we get it out, digging holes and see what works the best. But I think this is the finished product. I probably won't really use it for digging for a few weeks at the earliest, maybe a month or two. So, but I will put some sort of an update video once I do actually get digging some trenches with it. So, all right, well, thanks for tagging along.